Good morning, traders. This is Zach with Three Peaks Trading. Quite a few stocks I'm watching this morning. First up, I have KNSA over on my second monitor. I'll keep you updated if anything starts moving with that, but the big one I'll be watching is CGIX here. And then also, I is setting up pretty interesting. And lastly, MYSZ is the last one. So, CGIX starting off with a really big red candle. That's not really what I wanted to see. This has really low volume. I expected it to jump a little bit on the open, and that is an impressive drop. Pretty much the same thing happening across the board, even on KNSA, huge red volume, CGIX, huge red volume, massive red volume, and MYSZ, I don't know, there's just not enough volume to really see where that's going. That was not the strong start I really expected from the morning. CRC is at least looking better than the rest of these. I spoke too soon. Wow. Okay, that's the end of CRC. There's some green volume. the rest of the market doing that? No, sir. Whoops. What did I just do? I wonder if there's hotkeys to switch between these. That would be a lot cleaner. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence. So a huge seller here, 895-ish, but we're nowhere near that anymore. Or buyer? Buyer. What is this doing? That's such a weird pattern. That is gone. Okay. FUV, that came out of nowhere. Jeez. Okay. That's a nice setup. Break over 3. Pretty low volume. I need to be careful of that. I could go 500. Actually, because it's low volume, I'll go a little safer. I'm just cycling through the other stocks I've been watching on my second monitor. Right now my priority is kind of FUV. It's slower moving than I expected for this kind of move. It's up like, I don't know, 80 some cents on the day. Yeah, 70. Jeez. That was late. I wanted to be getting in like 288. Oh, the spread is massive. I didn't look. That's a good one. 306 and the high days 310. Nice. This is still looking good though. Huge green volume. Bigger spread than I'd really like, but here we are. So I'm still long by 100 shares. I'm just kind of taking as much profit as I can. $38 profit. I'll be looking for another pullback for sure. It just started to stagnate a little bit, and I'm pretty happy with the win I've got so far. I have a habit of holding too long and watching it reverse on me. Cycling through on the other stocks quick. Nothing looking good. It's tough to determine what's an actual like pullback or consolidation versus what's just this spread bouncing back and forth. Can't trade on FOMO. So if I had been holding here, I'd be rich. Wow. $3.95, and I got in $3.06. I would be up almost $1 per share. I could have been up a couple $100. Yeah, I hopped in right here. Bounced up, came down, and then this pull. I need to figure out how to determine where to keep holding, because if I kept holding there, I did very well for myself, and instead I just chopped out early. Tapping 4. Honestly, break of 4, I kind of want to hop in, but that could be FOMO speaking. Yep. Glad I didn't. Okay, so I could be looking for high a day, like next candle to make a new high type of thing. Go 409-ish. The only thing concerning me is the amount of volume on this candle. But otherwise, this flag setup is still pretty impressive. Lower volume now, even though it's selling off. Wonder if I should be moving to 365, grab it on the move up, although that might be too close to where it could still continue further down. It's a little more red than I would have liked. I still feel like I'm safe up here. There are so many stocks to watch. I'm gonna stop looking at FUV for a minute. I want to go on to, what was it? FLNT. Not enough volume in my opinion, and then CTMX. That looks like a lot of sideways churn. BBUS. That's a little more consistent, but oh, I could have got filled at 333. I don't know if I wanted to be. This is not going how I wanted. I need to stop out. There goes all my profit. Okay, I still had a couple cents before, and I would have crossed anyway. I was trying to stop out on the previous candle low. I expected with the volume coming in and this bouncing past the previous that it was destined to move. I guess this could have been another one where I held it a little too long, but I think that's the end of me trading that for a little bit. I do kind of like looking at volume and then checking percentage off of that because it does show a little more consistency, I think. So OGI, VVUS, I'm gonna just scan through them real quick on my other monitor, and then if I see anything I like, I will bring it over. CYCN, that's kind of selling off. Flint I already checked, CTMX I already checked. MYSZ I was watching originally, but I don't think it has the volume to move anywhere. Yeah, definitely not. And then CGIX I was keeping an eye on, but that has not shown strength. Almost like 20-cent spread on this though. That's concerning. Most volumes on a red candle. So I'm definitely concerned of it just doing this again. I wonder how stocks like this show up when the percent change is limited to 4. Not a whole lot of volume in some of these. I think I want to keep bumping this volume scan up, or the volume filter on the scan up, because these ones with like a couple grand in volume per minute just don't move like you really need them to for this strategy. So I think my issue here was kind of ignoring how much red we had here. It wasn't really a bull flag anymore once the red is like going past the previous green candles, right? So that's definitely something I need to watch for in the future. Even though this setup looks pretty nice, it's no longer just trading a bull flag. This is probably like a green to red move or something. So this looks like a much more consistent move upward than this candle. I'll be interested to see where this goes from here, if it starts setting up like a little flag pullback or consolidation here, or if it just drops again. And I'll kind of use that to determine whether I believe in this stock's strength or not. Very wary of this stock though, given this candle being the highest volume of the day. Yep. I wonder if it's safe to trade in here, but you can't really tell where the top is. That's part of the issue here. It seems to be reasonably consistent, right around that like 940 mark. This stock is just all over the place. Let's try it again. I'll maybe hop in for like break of 950 for a quick scalp to 10, toward 10, but because that's the only other resistance really on this stock. But my concern is really how quickly it seems to bounce off of this line, this resistance. Doesn't look like it'll even make it there. Not a whole lot doing here. Sad I messed up FUV so heavily, but what's that? CTX? CTMX. not a whole lot seems to be happening. Normally I'd be calling it here. One thing I've been noticing lately though is watching trade recaps from Ross Cameron over at Warrior Trading. It seems to like have this consolidation period around, I don't know, like for me 750 to 810, and then out of nowhere there's big moves again until like the half hour. So I don't know if I should be sitting through waiting for that, or I may just call the video here, finish my trading and kind of keep observing that until I decide to actually hop in on it. I'm just checking a couple last stocks here. But it's not looking like I want to hop back into any of these. I think total on the day was down 40 bucks maybe on FEV. I believe I was up 38 and then down 40. So that was an impressive loss of 78 on the last one. Yeah, 26 cents. I do want to look through that quick because that was rather impressive. Oops. So I got in 345 and dropped out 319. So 345, I would have been, I think, in this candle, or potentially, I think in this candle. I had gone up even higher. I think I was up a couple cents to bring my profit from 38 up to 50 some. I wonder if I should have canceled out the second it crossed back over my entry point, because I didn't get out then until 319, I think it was. So like right here, almost the dead bottom of that candle. So in 345, pull it up to almost 360, and then all the way down to 319. Yeah, so almost the dead bottom of that candle, which I was kind of predicting it would keep going underneath this candle, which was my original stop loss. But at that point, I was already down so much. So that was quite the ride. 345 straight down to 319. Okay, so that was $78 loss immediately, only on 300 shares. It's kind of upsetting since I think I originally got in 306. And if I had held the original one correctly, that would not have mattered whatsoever. So 306, I was, I think I was trying to buy off the crossing this candle high. I clicked it late, so 306 in here somewhere. And then I was stopping out like here. I have no way of predicting how far something will go though. Like there's no resistance unless people are looking, like if I go back the 180 days, let's see. So there was absolutely resistance up here. So I wonder if that's the kind of checking I need to do. Oh, and it even keeps going back. So maybe some of these peaks are different resistance levels that I should have been aware of, because this also kind of includes all of these. Another one all the way up here. So maybe I should be trying to check some of this historical to see what lines may be coming up. I know that I want to switch back to 1 minute, 1 day. I also know, though, that the dollar marks tend to create some resistance. So I think that I could have been looking for maybe the 350, because that would create some resistance as well. Sell half there, because that's one resistance point. And if it continues, sell the other half at the $4. I would have come out significantly more positive than I did, I think. Probably in the like $200 range positive instead of $38. However, I did not do that, so I only gained about here to here, 38 bucks, which is still a good win, but it's really easy to give that back with something like this. So, all right, thank you all for watching. I hope you learn from my mistakes as usual, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good one.